In Detroit, they're having this United Auto Workers strike. The average person is making about $130,000 a year. They don't think that's fair because GM is now out of the tank and they're making more money. So the workers think, well, we should make more money too. So they all went on strike, and one of them was killed. And this is why we don't need unions. You're making $130,000 a year in Detroit, Michigan, where houses look like this. And you're on strike, and now you're dead. So this guy crossed the street in the middle of a bridge that's rounded, so he couldn't see the car coming. The car couldn't see him crossing the street. And these idiots shouldn't be out there anyway. And now, instead of making $130,000 a year, he's 6 feet under, taking a nice dirt nap. Congratulations, UAW. Way to go.
GM picketer fighting for better wages was hit and killed crossing the street outside the General Motors plant this morning. News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen was there today as workers on strike mourn.
My wife woke me up and said somebody had got hit on the bridge.
A bridge over Nashville Highway, once filled with picketers, now sits empty after 55-year-old Roy McCombs was struck and killed by a vehicle this morning.
It is dangerous.
UAW members have been on strike outside the General Motors plant for weeks. They're fighting for better wages and benefits.
Anything can happen in the plant too, just like out here, us striking and everything like that. We all have to be careful.
According to Columbia Police, McCombs was crossing the street near the picket line when he was hit by a driver taking children to daycare at the GM plant.
We're all out here. That could have happened to any of us.
The UAW president issued a statement saying Roy A. McCombs tragically lost his life today on a picket line, standing up for a better life for himself and his co-workers. On behalf of the UAW, we offer condolences to Brother McCombs' family, friends, and co-workers. Today's accident is heartbreaking for UAW Spring Hill members. We will continue to work to ensure that safety is a priority on the picket line.
It's just bad. It's bad.
Glenn Brewer says it was a somber day as police lights flashed in the distance.
We get along with everybody and stuff like that, and we keep each other going and stuff. It's hard.
UAW workers in Spring Hill voted against a proposed contract with GM. Right now, votes are being counted from plant workers across the country.
But we all have to stick together and just hang in there.
Some wonder if they'd been working, would Roy McCombs still be alive?
If we were out here working, I don't think that would have happened.
As picketers mourn, they'll continue striking until they reach a mutual agreement with General Motors.
It's hard and sad. It's sad, very sad.
Reporting in Columbia, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Yeah, no shit he would still be alive if they weren't on strike. You can say, well, he might have got his arm caught in something. No. He's 50-something years old. He's been doing this for how long? And he hasn't gotten killed. One day on strike, or what are we now? 8 days, 10 days on strike, whatever. Make it $250 a week instead of $130,000 a year. Dead. Good job, UAW. We had the Santa Ana winds kicking back up again. So, of course, Southern California Edison is pulling a pg&e and just turning off the power to people that, because they didn't spend all that extra money that they got from charging to make infrastructure changes. They charge all their customers exorbitant prices for infrastructure changes. And then instead of using that money to implement infrastructure changes, they padded their pockets. They gave themselves exorbitant bonuses. They gave everybody retardedly large raises. And instead of burying all the electric lines like they should have so that they aren't affected by things like, fucking wind, rain, sleet, snow, anything like that, they're like, fuck it, that's good. That's another thing. The reason that we have so many wildfires in Southern California is not because of climate change. It's because electric companies refuse to use money to bury power lines underground. And then when it gets windy, the power lines blow down and they hit dry brush, and that sparks a fire. And they say, oh, well, it's fire season year round. Yeah, because the electric companies don't spend any money to bury the power lines. It's like they're like, nope, power lines are up, that's good. And then when they fall down and they start a fire, what does the power company do? They go out there and they put the power line up exactly where it was. So this is why we can't have wind power. If they're going to shut the grid down every time the wind blows, then it makes absolutely no sense to have windmills. Because as soon as the wind starts kicking up and we actually start producing electricity, they have to shut the grid down. So we're getting nothing from the windmills. On to politics. So Trump sends out, this is the genius of Trump, and this is what the libtards will never understand. Anytime Trump feels like he needs attention, he'll send out a tweet that he knows the left is gonna freak the fuck out about. And then it's just another 2-3 news cycles of Trump. So, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Trump feels like, I don't know, nobody's really paying attention to me. I'm going to send out a tweet. This impeachment that has been going on for 147 weeks is just a modern day lynching. And did he get the response that he was looking for? Trump wins the news cycle again, because all we've heard for this entire week is, that's racist. You can't say lynching. You can't say lynching. They're like the Oprahs of you can't say lynching. And you can't say lynching. And you can't say lynching. And they're all indignant, and then even Biden gets up there and, this is a travesty, and my son didn't do anything wrong, and Trump saying lynching is racist. And then they bring up this old video of Joe Biden sticking up for when Bill Clinton was being impeached for banging an intern and lying to Congress about it, which was an actual impeachable offense. And Joe Biden says, this is just a modern day lynching. So he had to apologize about that. And Justin Trudeau, one of our friends from the Great White North, the Prime Minister of Canada, won his second term, and everybody in Canada said,
you gave him all our beer, he's loaded.
No way.
He's supposed to roar.
Maybe I ought to crank his tail, eh? That would start him up.
Okay, start up, come on, eh?
Maybe we ought to call
Start
Marlon
up.
Perkins, eh? Get Wild Kingdom here, eh? Hey, come. Oh, jeez, he's getting mad, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, we better get going. You do the theme, eh? Oh. Good day. Oh, do our new movie theme, eh?
Yeah, okay.
that's right. If you haven't seen that movie, Strange Brew, watch it. It's as relevant today as it was when it was made. Oh. And then California freshman... what the hell is up with this freshman class of the Democratic Party elected to Congress? These girls, oh my goodness. Is this the future of our country? This retarded class of freshman congresswomen. So she got busted. Some pictures of her leaked because she was in a three-way with her husband. So there are pictures of her naked, smoking a bomb with a freaking Nazi tattoo right next to her pubic area. Then there's a picture of her French kissing one of her staffers. And there's another picture of her naked, sitting on a chair, combing one of her staffers' hair while her staffer's like looking up from her cell phone like, what?
What?
And then she's like, this is a right-wing conspiracy to destroy my name. Here's the thing about the left. When they get exposed, like when Hillary's emails got exposed that she was robbing Bernie Sanders of the Democratic nomination back in 2016, she was like, oh, this is a conspiracy to destroy me. It's like, no, we're just exposing who you are so that everybody can, it's a thing called transparency. exposing who you are is not trying to destroy you. It's just telling people this is who you are. So the same thing with this Hill girl. She's not one that you want to see naked. And she's not one that you want to see a profile of. Holy cow. Gonzo told this girl, "Man, you got a big ass nose." Anyway, thank you, Gonzo. He's my guest reporter.